Hello, everybody. Today is March the 21st, and as always, we're going to tell the pen story. This pen story had changed a lot of people's life and shed light into what something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So, are you ready? Let's get started. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there is a dog inside the room. I'm gonna wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is corrupt, the dog or the human? The answer is both are corrupt. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is corrupt in the dog world, and the human is also corrupt in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are corrupt. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out of the room. So inside the room, there be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. Or it become neither a pen nor a chewing toy, right? It becomes almost nothing, and the actions wisdom calls this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Ishi Michael Roach applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with a revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this technically on the table when there's no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. It come back to truth and we call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is not blackness, it's not darkness, it's not nothingness, it's also no feeling, no thinking. The emptiness is just itself when it doesn't interact with anyone. And we all, each and every one of us, whether is this a human, an animal, a tree, a plant, an insect, or just a table, an object? They all have the emptiness, right? But in reality, we all interact with someone or something, right? So the potential in what we can become to that person. And why is that so magical? So let's go back and see, okay? So when I come back to the room and I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And then when both the dog and I comes back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time. What does this thing becomes? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing, it can become two different things at the very same moment. And that's the magic of the potential. It's not just like that also. For the same person, the potential can change for the same person. And then with the same thing that interact with it, okay, you have the potential become different things to that person or that things along with the time, depending on how the other person looking at you. Okay, so that what the magical of the emptiness and the potential. So the second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if the thing is the pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to believe this one become a diamond. Okay, so please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? Though I see it inside our mind that the ancient wisdom call us come up. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop, we open up and cover this and made a seed for what had been planted already into our mind. So who planted those seed into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially to other people. So, for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have a pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I do this, this palm open up and both me and my friend will see it. It's still a living mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen is already planted into my mind. And I pop up, opened up and covered this and made a seed for what had been planted already into our mind. And this is how the pen become a pen or anything around us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today, we went over four different lessons. The first lesson is both are correct. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential. Trust the potential of everyone or everything around you, and trust the potential, whatever happened to you. And recently, as I've been sharing with you, one of the things that I think that is really equal the lesson number two is that the lesson from the subconscious power. I think so, subconscious power is talking about whatever happened to me at this very moment is the very, very best thing that can happen to me at this very moment. And if we be able to believe it and work on it, it's actually you be able to see the potential of whatever whatever that is happening to you. You see as in the positive in whatever positivity is it bring up to your life, how it can lighten up your life, make your life better. So that is the second lesson. The third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And last but not least is, how to incorporate those lessons into our life so that we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So there will be two very important things. Is first you have to know what you want in your life first, right? So using the emptiness and the potential, see what you want to become, see what this or something can happen to you. See, okay. But then seeing that is not enough, you have to work toward it, right? Make it become reality. So this is the third lesson or very important is that you stop planting those seeds using your word, your action, your thoughts to other people. So for instance, if you want to have a happiness, then you plant the happiness seed using your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, helping other people to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, helping other people to be more prosperous. If you use if you want to have a wisdom, then use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, helping other people to get wiser. And just like that, whatever that you want, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts to other people, helping other people to get that very same seed. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that, actually there are two lessons I think about. Is that the first one is that this morning no, not this morning, but then the whole like toward the evening today our family have a family gathering. We went to Hoàng Kim Lake, the old town, the old park of Hanoi town, the old, yeah, and then we just walk around the lake. We have fun. We came to the bookstore, read book in there, and then we had lunch there. And this is it's just we stroll around the area, and I just love every moment of it because I feel the peaceful. I feel it's very peaceful, and then we just have family together. Of course, there are times that I was yelling at my kid as well. But in the end, I feel very grateful to have those moments with my family. because I can we're all together. We are all together. We enjoy each and every moment together, and I think that is something very, very precious, very precious. And I feel very fortunate to have that. And the second lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that it just came up. So you probably see my little son right there, right? He's my little son. And I'm very grateful to have him as well as my daughter, to come into our life and then, bring happiness, bring joys, and of course, there are challenging moments as well. Just like I recently, not recently, but that my son, it's very easy for him to throw tantrum at other people. It's also he he might have the tendency of blaming other people, and it just when I was thinking about the story, the lesson that I would like to share with everyone, I was thinking, okay, so what does this signify? I often think about this and to stop my son from blaming other people. But then, what if this is something that is not just from him, but from the way that I see our family, how we react to each other? And what did we do, or what did I do, so that it manifests that into my son. So that is something, it's a really good reflection and just something that just came up to me recently. And I just, it's good to think about it and see what we can do to change the situation, right? So, yeah, so that's the lesson that I would like to share with you today. And it's probably a good lesson for me to reflect as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me today. Thank you, Anila, for calling me in the 3,000-day journey. And if I may sharing with you the pen story of my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my neighbors, to my clients, or to any living things in this world or any other worlds with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye bye.